My topic today is grace. Grace is a spiritual name. Grace is spiritual, something that is spiritual and something that carries light. So once you have the grace of God in you, light manifests. Spiritual life manifests in you. It's a name that carries light. Grace is a name that carries light. So when you have the grace of God in you, light. You see that name? You see that grace? Everyone needs it in his or her life. You need your children to carry grace. You need grace in your family. Because grace brings light into our life. It manifests spirituality in us. It makes us to live a spiritual life. That is why sometimes some ministers of God, when God calls them, He gives them grace. The grace of God builds light in us. It carries light. And it is a spiritual name. You see some people giving their children a name. When they give birth to a child, they will call that child different types of name. But you see that name, grace, is a secret name that once you carry grace in your life, light and spirituality will manifest. You need grace. You see grace, you need it. That is why some of these ministers of God, once God calls them, once they begin to work for God, grace manifests in their life. You need grace. You see grace, you need it. You need it. It's not everybody that God gives that gift. You see that grace, it's not everybody that God gives it to. It's not everybody that carries, it's not everybody that will carry grace. It's not all the ministers. So yes, you see grace, it's not everybody that carries grace. Grace is a spiritual thing. It's something that carries light. That once you carry the grace of God in you, you have carried something that is bigger. You need grace. You need grace. So the grace of God brings light in our life, and it is a spiritual thing. That means except you need grace. Grace builds the light of God in us. It builds spiritual thing in us. But it is something that is what spiritual. Because it's not everybody that has grace. There are people that God didn't give grace. There are people who want grace, but God didn't give it to them. Do you know? There are people in this world that want grace. See that grace? They want it, but God didn't give it to them. God hid it from them. They want it, but God didn't give it to them. You need grace. There are people that when you see them, they are filled with grace, but you don't know this, that their life is filled with grace. There are people that when you see them excelling, it is grace, but you don't know. There are things that are secret. Even when you discover them, they are left with secrets. And grace is not a gift for everybody. You see, grace is not everybody that have it. There are people who want grace. You see, grace, if they tell you how much they want grace in their life, but unfortunately, maybe God didn't give them that grace. The people, when you see them when you see their life excelling, see them excelling, going far, doing a lot of things, it is grace. But the grace of God in their life is secret. That is why, even when you see them excelling, you don't see the grace in them.